everybody, and welcome to today's practice. So this will be a practice that will be a helpful way to support waking up and getting your energy moving and flowing, as well as a mood lifting practice. Take a moment here to feel the ground beneath your feet. Feeling where your weight is distributed. Is it evenly between your heels and the pads of your toes? And as you soften your shoulders down away from your ears, and let your arms release and your fingers towards the floor. Can you also feel a little bit of a lift up through your sternum or your breastbone? Possibly a little space and opening across the front of your chest. Maybe a little lift from the crown of your head, floating up towards the sky. At the same time, as you feel the contact of your feet and the soles of your feet rooting down to the earth. And you could take an inhale to lengthen up through your spine, from your tail all the way up through your crown. Imagine the breath like an elevator moving up. And then with your exhale through an open mouth, softening down your front body. From your head all the way down the front of your chest and belly, your legs to your toes. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, feel length right up through your back body and spine, out through the crown of your head. Exhale, the softening down your front body, even a bit of an expansion, a widening. And then releasing down to the earth. Last time like that. Inhaling up. Exhale, softening down your front body. Beautiful. From here, bringing your hands together, interlacing them just underneath your chin. And we'll explore another breathing practice here. So with your inhale, you can keep your knees soft and bent. With your inhale, elbows will float up to the sides, lengthening your front body, stretching through your low belly. As you exhale, your head will go back slightly, maybe gazing to where the ceiling meets the wall. Elbows come closer together as you empty out your breath. Inhale, dropping your chin, lifting your elbows like you're one big lung, breathing, taking in fresh, cleansing air. Exhale, head just slightly back, elbows come together, emptying out completely. Again. Inhale, elbows up, lengthen, breathing in through every cell of your body. Exhale, emptying out anything you don't need, any stagnant energy, breath. 2 more times like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. This next time you can inhale and lift your elbows, and exhale, press your hands out in front of you, softening at your heart, rounding your upper back slightly, bending your knees and tucking your tail. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, lengthening and pressing in opposite directions with your hands and your feet. And then exhale, floating your arms down through space. As your hands press space down, like you're swimming in the air, you get a little bit taller. Let's do that 2 more times. Hands float up underneath the chin with your inhale. Elbows up. Exhale through your mouth, rounding through your back. Inhale, breathing into the back of your heart. Arms float up. Nice and long, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, hands float down through the air. Pressing the air to your sides down and growing a little bit taller. Little variation on this one. Inhale, arms, hands come up. Elbows up. Exhale, pressing palms out. Rounding back. Inhale, lengthening tall. Exhale, this time coming over to the right. Inhale, center. And over to the left. Lifting up through the underside of your ribs and your belly and your chest, opening towards the sky. Root down through your right foot as you come to the left. Inhale up, over to the right, root down through your left foot. Both armpits facing forward. Nice side stretch here. Inhale up. Up and over to the left last time. Inhale up and exhale. Arms come out to the sides. We'll take a swan dive forward into a forward fold. Hands can slide down your low back, tucking your belly in. Releasing your chest, your head, your neck. Inhale, rising up halfway, hands can be on your shins, gazing at the horizon. Exhale, scooping your low belly into fold. And then bending your knees and rolling your way all the way back up to standing. Give your shoulders a little bit of a roll here. Back. Nice. And then we'll take our feet into a little bit of a wider stance. You can come into a arm sway twist here. Letting your arms be loose and floppy, kind of ragdoll with gravity. Knees are staying relatively facing forward and we're just spiraling through the waist, upper body, chest and gaze. Just in a range that feels good for your body. Waking up the energy in your spine. Giving your internal organs a little massage and cleanse. A couple more times, side to side. letting your breath go, and then slowing that down. And we'll take a little shake out, a little bit of a bounce, sort of like shaking the tree, the leaves off a tree. So you want to have a nice little kind of buoyancy in your joints. Your ankles are bouncing, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, elbows, wrists, finger joints. And your head and your neck can release a little bit here, just gently. So shaking off stagnancy and igniting your cells and your tissues with a little bit of extra energy and flow. Shake, shake, shake. You can actually shake out your ankles. Get a little bit loose and silly for a moment, kind of shaking out everything, making any sound that wants to come out as you release, like a tree, your fruit or your leaves to the earth. 10 more seconds of getting everything shaking. You might even do a little bit of a bounce. Nice. And with that energy, we'll come into a sort of reset for the system. This is like a natural caffeine boost or lifter of energy. So arms are out in front of you, and you're internally and externally rotating your wrists, but you don't need to think about it too much, just like you're turning jar lids, open or closed. It gets a little harder when you think about it. So it might just look kind of like shaking or twisting. And if it gets too much with your arms out in front, take them out to the sides. You can take them into a cactus shape. And see if you can keep your head aligned over, head and shoulders aligned over your hips so you're not leaning forward or back. Aligned over your feet. And we'll do this for about another minute. If you're feeling really tired after lunch, or you're going into a session or a meeting, this is a great way to naturally enliven and boost your energy. Whew. See if you can rest into the sensation and possibly the discomfort if it's bearable. You can always stop and do anything differently that your body needs. Last 20 seconds or so here. And then when you're ready, shake that out. Let's pause with a hand on heart and hand on belly and just notice what's happening in your body. Allowing your breath to settle and find a natural rhythm. ready, you can open your eyes if they're closed and allow that to release. So we'll come into some tapping. And before that, let's move through a little bit of a forward fold flow, so you can allow your arms to inhale and reach up. Exhale, bowing forwards. And this time resting your elbows on your knees with your feet a little bit wider. Elbows press into knees, knees press into elbows. Palms can rest together. As you release your breath, your spine like a river or a waterfall cascading freely, effortlessly, releasing to the earth, all the way down your neck and your head. Heels are grounded and weighted down and back into the earth. When you're ready, bring your hands back onto your thighs and roll yourself up to standing. Take a moment to allow your body to find balance. And then we'll begin our tapping. So you can start with the top of your head, crown. And I always like to play with being both the tapper, so you're aware of, your awareness is in your fingers, but also receiving the tap, so your awareness is also in the crown of your head, receiving the sensation of the tap. And it's gentle and kind down to the sides of your head. So receiving it and tapping in a way that feels pleasurable for you. Across your forehead, your frontal bone. And around to the back of your head, sort of occipital ridge area. Give your head a nice little tap all over, and then you can do the fingers running dragons through the forest. It's called in Qigong. So you run your fingertips through your scalp, if you can, all the way down. And shake that off. And bringing your hands out in front and then hooking your thumbs. So crossing your hands, hooking your thumbs. Hands can come to your upper chest, and we're going to tap right and left, right and left. So with your tap, allow your awareness to rest over to the side that you're tapping. And this is a nice way to regulate your vagus nerve and your nervous system and balance the right and left hemispheres of your brain and body. So if you are in a time of feeling stressed or overwhelmed, or like you need a little bit of help to calm and balance and find center, finding these right and left side of the body movements, these integrating left and right side of the body movements are very helpful. All right. And then you can keep your wrists crossed and make little fists and tap, either with your fingertips or fists. So tapping on your lung points here. And then you can give that a little shake. We'll take the tap to the upper trapezius, either with making a sort of a knife shape with your hand or your fist. And that should feel really good to release those muscles, just to help break up any dense energy and bring more flow and fluid into the area. And then from there, you can tap all across that right side of your chest. Right at your heart center. Across the tissues and fascia of your chest and down the inside. Let's go down the outside of the arm. Again, receiving the taps in the areas that you're tapping. So we're kind of waking up our sense of self in all of these different places in our body. Bringing more embodiment and coherence into our physical body and being. And then tapping underneath that armpit. This is another nice antidepressant point. With an open palm, slap 3 times down the side of your body. On the right side here, we're bringing liver health. And then shake that out. And we'll go through to the other side. So we're tapping the trapezius muscle. In a way that feels pleasurable. And then tapping to the side, center to the side of your pectoral muscles. And we'll go down the outer arm, all the way down the hand to your fingers, back up the inside, and across your chest. Let's do both sides of your chest. Oh, back to that left armpit. Open palm, the left side, your waist. Nice. Shaking that out. We'll take the taps from the chest down the side body around to your kidney area, your low back, your sacrum, your glutes. You can do little circles around and on the kidney area, adrenals. And taking that tapping down the outside of your legs. And up the inside. Again, down the outside and the back of your legs. Around your toes and feet, and then up the inside of your legs. down the fronts of your legs and back up the inside. We'll tap on the inner groin space. If you'd like, you can bend your knees, sort of like you're beating a drum. And you can also do a fist and a slap. Fist and a slap on the inner thighs, getting our energy and chi and fluid, lymph flowing here for improved health and energy. And take that tapping up the right side, across the transverse, down the colon, and tapping digestive organs. You can tap a little more on the right side on your liver and gallbladder. Thanking your liver and gallbladder for all of the filtration and many, many functions. The sort of head or lead organ here for all of the functions. And then on your stomach and spleen, loving taps and gratitude for all of the assimilation and digestion that happens here. Down your colon, elimination. And you can turn that into an open palm, Buddha belly kindness rub. Same thing up on your heart. Nice. And so from here, we will come into the organ sounds with movement. And we'll do the organ sounds with the prayer wings. So with just the movement, it's an inhale and open up through chest. Knees can be bent, elbows are back, little arch through your back. And the exhale will be tucking your tail, rounding your chin in, rounding your back body, and your elbows are hugging in towards your waist. So this is the movement. We'll inhale, elbows back. The exhale will be the kidney sound, which is choo, C-H-W-O-O. Inhale here, exhale, choo. Inhale. Again, exhale, choo. Cleansing, releasing any extra energy in the kidneys. We'll come around to the front of the body and to the liver, which is a shh, like you're telling someone to shh sound. So inhale, open. Exhale, shh. Inhale, open, exhale, shh. Inhale, we'll come to the lung sound, which is like a snake. Inhale 3 times. Releasing toxicity, stagnancy from your lungs. we'll come to the spleen sound, which is like an owl. Whoo sound. Inhale, open, exhale. Or like the wind coming out. 2 more times. The last one is called triple warmer, and it's a he sound, H-E-E-E. And we'll actually finish with the heart sound, which is ha, the emperor of emotions, releasing, drawing in fresh, cleansing energy. Ha. Last time. Pausing, hands at your heart center. Releasing your arms. Taking your feet a little bit wider. Inhale, your arms can come up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Toes are pointing forwards. Folding over into a wide forward fold. You can take a hold of your outer ankles or feet or calves if that feels good. Widening your sit bones and widening your thighs, the backs of your thighs. Widening your outer heels into the earth. Notice if your weight is tipped back, see if you can shift your weight a little bit farther forward towards your big toe mounds. You can bend, reach your arms out in front of you so you're reaching forward, and bend one knee, hips to the right, bend the other knee, hips to the left, side to side a few times. Roll your way up, taking a hold of one wrist and reaching your arms up, and we'll do a full spinal wave. So that knees can be soft as you fold forward. Bend your knees and roll back up to where we just were, arms overhead. Flowing forwards and rolling up. Tucking your tail, bending your knees. A few more times. And then releasing your arms. You can heel toe your feet back in. Take a moment to notice how your body feels, how you feel in your body. You could have hand on belly, hand on heart. finish our practice here with a centering movement. So you can keep one hand down just at your low belly facing up. Other hand will inhale and gather energy and chi from nature all around you and draw that down through your midline, center of your crown, center of your head, throat, neck, center of your heart, solar plexus, belly, all the way down through your legs to the earth. And switch hands, other arm reaches up, gathering fresh energy from the sky above, from nature all around, drawing it down your midline. Switch hands, other arm reaches up. Slicing right down through your midline, separating the right and left side of your body. With this midline energy, other hand, arm reaches up. Exhale down. You can imagine a golden rod of light from the brightest star in the sky, shining right down through your crown, your midline, through your torso and legs to the earth. Nice. And so we'll finish here. Hands can rest on your belly. I hope this helped you feel a little lighter and energized to move through your day with this fresh and balanced energy. Thanks so much for practicing with me. Namaste.